Welcome to Dazzler Divination. I have a sensual reading for you today. We have the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. So, with the Tower, people usually take this card to mean devastation and ruin. This card simply means change, and that change can be imposed on you, or you can welcome it. It is often when we do not welcome the change that needs to happen that it then becomes devastating. And that Tower card, we all know, where there is like lightning and ruin and people falling from the sky. Okay, so something in your sensual life needs to undergo a big change, and you may have felt this for a while, that something, so this could be like there has been a stable relationship that has brought you a lot of joy, but now you're needing something new to happen within this relationship, or this could be just your own sensual nature, partner or unpartnered. Maybe there was a fantasy that was really doing it for you for a long time. Maybe there were certain types of people that you were seeking out, or certain actions or roles that you enjoyed playing. But the thing about our sensual nature and life in general is that what we needed in the past is not what we will always need. Okay, what serves us sensually in our 20s is not the same thing that will serve us in our 30s, right? Yeah, there may be like certain things that, like, threads of eroticism that go throughout your entire life that are unwavering, but the nature of being human and the nature of growing and delving into your sensual nature is that you're going to authentically want to try out different fantasies, different roles, different types of relationships. So if you're feeling like irritated with the way that things are, and you're like, no, this was working for me, this made me happy, this made me feel satisfied, this was working for a long time, or like, this fantasy really did it for me, like, all of my teenage years, all of my youth, and now you're getting to a point where you're like, man, it just doesn't do it for me anymore. It's just the tides are turning. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean that, like, you need to break down your whole identity, or like, well, maybe you do. Maybe you do need to break down your identity, but it doesn't mean that, like, it's not like, oh, I'm ruined just because I want to get off to something else. Three of Pentacles. So this is something that there's something really beautiful to be built here in your sensual life and or relationship with self, relationship with others, but it's going to take some time. You may have even already been investing time, energy, resources. You're going to have to keep going, and you need to be patient with this. In order for this change to really come through and be beneficial, you're going to need to keep being open to what needs to change. It's almost like he's laying the bricks and then realizing, like, some bricks actually weren't made that well. Maybe he needs to take them out, put in new ones. Like, this sensual cathedral of your life that you are building is something to be built over a lifetime. There's no such thing as aging out of sensual expression or romantic sensual relationships. Like, there is no time limit on you fulfilling all of your fantasies. But it takes listening to your gut in what to leave behind, what to start dabbling in, diddling in, and where to continue laying groundwork for that sensual connection with yourself and others.